Let's talk a little bit about the role money is playing in this election. I added up the figures, and over $950 million spent so far in this campaign. That's a lot of money, and in these tough economic times, it's a big pill to swallow. Just give me your thoughts on that. I don't even. It's so hard to swallow. I can't even say it.
I guess this is what happens when you start a campaign for president 2 years before the actual election. You have lots of time to spend money. I think I'm appalled. I mean, I'll start off by saying I'm appalled by the money. I remember after 2004, the buzz was that 2008 will be the first billion-dollar presidential campaign, and given your numbers,
we're well on track.
Yeah, we're there for all practical purposes. However, the flip side of that is it's encouraging in some ways because it demonstrates that there's a lot of investment, not just financially but emotionally, in the process. And it means by having that much money thrown out, it means that people really care about how this is going to go. And I consider that to be a very positive trend.
Yeah.
And that certainly is Obama's argument. And that was the reason he opted out of public financing, was that he believed that his campaign had generated such support in the primaries. I mean, he raised more money in the primaries than anybody in history, that he felt like, I'm going to let people continue to do that, you know, and let them continue to show support. And his, record of small donors, people that are just giving $25, $50, $75. And this is what the Supreme Court has said. The Supreme Court has constantly basically overturned campaign finance reform because they see it as being free speech. That the ability of any of us to write a check, if it's $10, if it's $1,000 to a candidate, is free speech. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And I think that is why campaign finance reform will always fail, because it ultimately is free speech. Sure. And if people are willing to write checks to Barack Obama, to John McCain, to Hillary Clinton, to whoever, that they're going to be allowed to.
Okay, we've got just about a minute to wrap things up. Final words from each of you?
I think November 4th is going to be very interesting to see. They were talking for a week or two that it was basically going to be a runaway to some degree, but I agree with Scott. I think ultimately Tuesday night is going to be very tight.
Yeah.
I think the key indicator right now, and I've been telling my students this, is to watch Virginia and North Carolina. If Obama carries one or both of those states, I think he's going to win. That means that it's going, there's going to be a lot more blue on the map. And so that's the indicator.
All right, well, we'll have to have you both back afterwards and talk about what happened. It'll be an interesting night. Well, that's going to wrap up our pre-election coverage for this season. Don't forget, Election Day is Tuesday, November 4th. And join us next time here on Inside Politics, when we'll be joined by U.S. Senator Bob Corker of Tennessee. As a member of both the Energy and Banking Committees in Washington, he has some keen insights to our economic future. We hope you'll join us.
For more information about the guest on this show, please visit our website at ballstate.edu/insidepolitics.